Hi, Cancer. Welcome back to Moonveil Tarot. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Do you want me? 3 words. And I want you to feel the weight of those 3 words for a second before we pull a single card, because someone in your world has been carrying that question, holding it, not asking it, turning it over in the quiet and wondering if the answer is yes and being too afraid of the no to find out. And what the cards are showing me today is that the carrying is ending. The question that has been sitting unasked between you and this person, the do you want me that has been living in them through every moment of holding back, is about to be spoken out loud. And spoken out loud is a different universe from held in silence, because silence leaves everything open. And the do you want me asked directly closes everything except the truth. Drop a comment right now and say, I claim this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that now and turn on that notification bell. Okay, let's pull an oracle card for their energy first. Then we get into the tarot. Okay, first oracle card. They've been waiting for the right moment, and they finally understood there is no right moment. And your guides led with this because it explains the timing of why this conversation is coming now. Because this person has been holding the question for a while, and they kept waiting for the circumstances to be perfect, for you to be in the right mood, for there to be enough certainty to cushion the risk of asking. And the oracle card is showing me the specific shift that happened. They stopped waiting for perfect, because perfect never comes. And the question was getting heavier, and not knowing was becoming more painful than the risk of finding out. And so the search for the right moment ended. And what replaced it is the decision that any moment where they're brave enough to ask is the right one. Okay, second oracle card. Asking, do you want me, is the bravest thing a person can do, and they know it. And I need you to really feel this before we get into the cards. Because the do you want me question is not like other questions. It's not, what are you thinking? It's not, where is this going? It's the most exposed a person can make themselves in a connection, because it removes all the cushioning, all the ways of staying near someone without fully committing to wanting them back. And this person is removing all of that cushioning on purpose, because the cushioning became more suffocating than the vulnerability of asking directly. And your guides are saying, understand what it took to get here. Understand the weight of what's coming at you. Because the do you want me that's on its way was not asked lightly and deserves to be received with everything you actually feel. The Hermit reversed, the Ace of Swords, the Tower, the Hermit reversed, the Ace of Swords, and the Tower. For what broke this open, what moved this person from sitting with the question to finally asking it? The Hermit reversed is the cave ending, and this person has been in there with the do you want me question for a while, going over it, examining it from every angle, asking themselves, do I really want to know? Can I handle the answer if it's no? Is this feeling real, or am I imagining something that isn't there? And the Hermit in the cave with a question that size doesn't come out until the alone with it stops being productive. And the reversal is showing me that moment where the cave stopped giving them anything new, where the question had been examined from every available angle, and the only thing left to do with it was take it outside. And outside means you. And the Hermit reversed coming out of the cave with 3 words ready is everything. And the Ace of Swords is the decision to ask it directly. And the Ace of Swords is not a card of maybe. It's not a card of I'll hint at it and see what happens. It's the card of the direct question. The specific, clear, no room for misinterpretation question. And in this position, the Ace of Swords is showing me that when this conversation comes, when the do you want me finally arrives, it arrives exactly that directly, not hidden inside other words, not disguised as something less vulnerable. The actual question, asked with the full weight of what it cost to ask it. An Ace of Swords directness from someone who has been in the Hermit's Cave this long is the most honest thing you will ever be offered, and the Tower is what collapsed on their side to make the asking finally happen. And sometimes the Tower is dramatic, and sometimes it's quiet, a moment, a realization, the specific understanding that the situation as it exists cannot stay as it exists indefinitely. That something between you needed to be named and kept not being named, and the not naming was becoming its own kind of structural instability. And the Tower fell on the version of reality where the do you want me could stay unasked forever, where there was always more time, always another moment coming. And when that version of reality collapsed, what was left standing was just the question and the decision to finally ask it. Okay, third oracle card. They're not asking because they're uncertain. They're asking because they're certain and they need you to be too. And your guides are putting something very important on the table here. Because sometimes we assume the do you want me question comes from doubt, from not knowing what they feel. And your guides are saying, look more carefully. This person knows what they feel. They have been in the Hermit's Cave with it long enough to know exactly what it is. And the asking isn't them looking for clarity about their own feelings. It's them asking for clarity about yours. Because they're certain on their end, and they need to know if you're certain on yours. And that specific version of the question, asked from certainty, not from doubt, is actually one of the most significant gifts someone can offer you. Drop a comment and say, I receive this, because what's coming is coming from someone who already knows exactly what they want. The Lovers, the Moon reversed, the Four of Cups reversed, the Eight of Wands. The Lovers is showing me the soul level quality of what they feel and why the do you want me question has the weight it has. Because this isn't someone casually wondering if you're interested. The Lovers is the recognition card, the I see you specifically card. The something in me recognizes something in you that doesn't arrive for surface level connections. And what they feel for you has that quality. That specific, this is the person quality. And when someone is carrying Lovers level recognition and asking, do you want me? They're not asking about dates or labels or logistics. They're asking, do you see what I see? Do you feel what I feel? Is this as real for you as it is for me? And the Moon reversed is the hidden world becoming visible. Because there has been a version of this that operated in the Moon's private territory for a while. Feelings kept in the dark. The do you want me carried in the hidden place. The specific quality of wanting someone while not fully knowing if the wanting is returned. And the Moon reversed is the coming out of hiding, all of that private world, the feelings carried in the dark, the question turned over in the cave, the certainty built in silence, surfacing, becoming speakable. And when the Moon's world stops being hidden, what comes out is exactly as real as it was in the dark. And the Four of Cups reversed is the shift from withdrawal into action. Because there's been a phase of this where they were checked out of the possibility of it, not from the feeling. The feeling has been consistent, but from the hope that the feeling was going anywhere. And the Four of Cups reversed is that hope coming back online. The recognition that staying withdrawn from the question wasn't the same as being safe from it. It was just delay, and delay was costing them. And the Four of Cups reversed person who comes out of their withdrawal and decides to ask is someone who has done enough internal work to believe the asking might actually be worth it. And the Eight of Wands is the speed and momentum of how this arrives. And I want you to be ready for that, because the Eight of Wands does not ease in. It doesn't hint first and wait and hint again. When the do you want me talk comes, it's going to move fast. Like, the conversation will shift into it before you fully see it coming. And that shift will carry everything behind it. The hermit's cave time, the tower that fell, the lover's recognition, the moon reversed coming out of hiding, and conversations that carry all of that land with a specific weight that you will feel in your chest before you even process the words. The Empress, the Two of Cups, the Star, the World. The Empress is you in this moment. And I want to say something specific about the Empress in this position, because the do you want me talk is coming toward you, and the Empress is who you are as it arrives. And the Empress doesn't receive questions from a place of uncertainty about herself. She receives them from a place of knowing what she wants and knowing what she's worth. And the Empress in this position is your guide saying, meet this question from that place. Not from the part of you that worries if you're enough or overthinks or manages the response to seem less eager than you are. From the Empress, from the part of you that knows exactly how she feels and is not afraid to say so. And the Two of Cups is what becomes available when both people answer the do you want me honestly. And the Two of Cups is the most complete version of mutual recognition the cards can show. Two people, same place, same honesty, both fully in. And the Two of Cups in this position is the destination of the conversation that's coming. Not a guaranteed arrival. The destination is only reached when both people show up honestly, but the destination is available, real and available. And what the Two of Cups represents, what it would mean for you and this person to both answer yes, is the kind of thing that changes the entire shape of what comes next. And the Star is the hope that has been burning through everything. Yours specifically, the quiet hope you've been carrying about this connection, about what could exist between you, about whether what you've sensed was real. And the Star in this position is the universe confirming the hope was calibrated to something real. What you sensed was there, and the do you want me question arriving is the moment the sensing gets confirmed. Because when someone asks you that directly, when someone removes all the cushioning and asks the actual question, they're telling you something important before you even answer. They're telling you the sensing was right on both sides, and the world is the completion of a cycle that has been building to this. And I want you to feel this card. Because the do you want me talk isn't just a conversation, it's the moment a cycle completes. All the holding back and the sensing and the almost moments and the carrying the question in the cave. The World card is the universe saying that was a full cycle, and cycles that complete open into new chapters. And the chapter that opens after two people have been honest about the do you want me is nothing like the chapter that came before it, because it starts from truth. And chapters that start from truth have a completely different quality of foundation. Okay, tea leaf cards, 6 of them. First tea leaf card, 2 people finally in the same conversation they've been having separately for months. And this is the central image of the whole reading, because there's been a conversation happening, but it's been happening separately in each of you. The do you want me circling in them? Whatever version of the same question has been circling in you. And the tea leaf card is showing me the moment both conversations become one. where what has been in two separate private worlds enters the shared space between you. And two people having the same conversation at the same time out loud, instead of separately in silence, is one of the most profound shifts two people can make. Next tea leaf card, the question landing and the silence before the answer, and both of you in that silence together. And this image is so specific because there's going to be a moment after the "do you want me" is asked and before the answer is given. And that moment, that specific pause between the question and the answer, is one of the most intimate spaces two people can share. Because in that pause, both people know what just happened. Both people understand the weight of what was asked. And sitting in that pause together, even for just a few seconds, is the most honest place two people can be. No performance, no management, just both of you in the weight of a real question, waiting for a real answer. Next tea leaf card, a yes that was always going to be yes, finally being said out loud. And your guides are showing you something here because the yes on your side, whatever shape it takes, however you've been carrying what you feel, didn't start the moment they asked. It was already there. It's been there, in the sensing, in the hope the star was burning, in the quiet certainty underneath whatever has been uncertain about the circumstances. And the tea leaf card is the universe saying, the yes is not a decision you'll be making in the moment. It's the truth that's already in you, finally being given its actual name. Next tea leaf card, everything that felt complicated becoming simple the moment both people are honest. And this is one of the most freeing images in the whole reading, because complicated things have a way of becoming simple very fast when the real question gets asked. All the analyzing and the second guessing and the what does this mean and the is this real, all of it becomes unnecessary the moment the "do you want me" is in the room, because you can't overcomplicate an honest answer to a direct question. And the simplicity that's coming after the conversation, after the question, after the yes, is going to feel like putting down something you've been carrying for so long you forgot how heavy it was. Next tea leaf card, the before and the after, and the line between them being this conversation, and your guides are being very clear about what this talk represents. There is a before, the version of things that exists right now, sensing but not named, feeling but not confirmed, moving toward each other without either person having said the actual thing. And there is an after, the version of things that exists when both people have heard the "do you want me" and answered it honestly. And the line between the before and the after is this conversation. And lines that separate before from after are significant because you can't step back over them. Once the "do you want me" is asked and answered, you are permanently in the after. And the after is what you've actually been waiting for. And the last tea leaf card, two people stepping into something real, finally together, and your guides ended on this because it's the most hopeful and the most complete image they could give you. Because this is what the "do you want me" talk produces when both people answer honestly. Something real, not potential, not possibility, not "we'll see how this goes." Real. The specific quality of something that has been named and chosen and stepped into by two people at the same time, and stepping into something together, consciously, mutually, having asked and answered the actual question, is one of the most significant things two people can do. And it's what's available on the other side of the conversation that's coming Okay, final messages from your guides. 6 cards. Don't cushion your answer. The real one is the only one that works here. And your guides want this to be the first message because it's the most important guidance they could give you for this conversation. Because when someone asks, do you want me directly, when they remove all the cushioning and ask the actual question, there's a temptation to cushion the answer, to say something that leaves room, that protects both people from full commitment. And your guides are saying, don't. The real answer is the only answer that serves this moment, because a cushioned answer to the do you want me leaves both people exactly where they were before the question was asked, just with more confusion added. And the real answer, the honest one, the one that matches what's actually true in you, is the only thing that moves this forward. Next final card. They asked because they're ready. Make sure your answer matches your actual readiness. And your guides are making a distinction here that matters, because they asked from a place of readiness, from certainty about their own feelings, from the hermit's cave fully processed and the tower fallen and the decision made that any moment where they're brave enough is the right moment. And your guides are asking, is your answer going to come from that same place, from your actual readiness, from your actual feelings, from what's genuinely true in you rather than what seems safe to say? And if the answer is yes, if it's genuinely yes, say it like you mean it. And if you need time to be sure, say that honestly too, because honesty in either direction is more respectful of what they did than a managed answer. Next final card. The conversation will be shorter than you expect, but what it opens will take a long time to fully understand, and your guides are preparing you for the texture of this. Because the do you want me talk doesn't need to be long. It doesn't need preamble or explanation or context setting. It's 3 words and an answer, and maybe a few sentences after. And it'll probably be shorter than you expected something this significant to be. Because real things don't need a lot of words. They just need honest ones. And what opens after the short conversation, what becomes available in the days and weeks that follow, that's where the significance lives. And the full understanding of what just changed will arrive gradually, and it will be extraordinary. Next final card. You were not imagining it. The question confirms everything you sensed, and your guides are saying this so specifically for you, because I know there have been moments of second guessing, of wondering if you were reading something that wasn't there, of pulling back from the sensing because the sensing felt risky to trust, and the do you want me being asked, the fact of it before you even answer is the confirmation. Because you don't ask, do you want me to someone you don't want? You don't expose yourself that completely to someone the feeling isn't real for. And the asking itself is the universe's way of telling you that what you sensed was never just in your head. Next final card. Save this and drop a comment when the talk happens. Save this reading right now. Bookmark it, share it with someone today, because when you share something like this, what comes back to you is tenfold. And when the do you want me talk comes, when the question arrives and both of you are in that pause before the answer, come back and drop a comment. Tell us it happened. Tell us what was said, because someone is watching this right now, hoping their own do you want me is coming. And knowing yours arrived gives them something to hold on to. And the very last card, they want you, and asking out loud is how they choose you. They want you. And asking out loud is how they choose you.
And your guides saved this for last because it's the most complete truth of what the "do you want me" talk is actually about. Because asking that question isn't just a request for information, it's an act. It's the specific act of choosing someone enough to risk the no, and someone who risks the no, who removes all the cushioning and asks the real question, is someone who has already decided the yes is worth the risk. And the asking out loud is how they make the choosing real. Not in the hermit's cave, not in the hidden moon world, not in the private certainty they've been carrying, out loud to you, in the shared space. And out loud to you is the only version of choosing someone that actually counts.
Okay, to bring this home, a serious "do you want me" talk is coming, and it will change everything. And the cards showed us exactly what it means. The oracle cards showed us the foundation. They stopped waiting for the right moment and understood any moment where they're brave enough is the right one. Asking "do you want me" is the bravest thing a person can do, and they know it. And they're not asking because they're uncertain, but because they're certain and need you to be too. The Hermit reversed, and the Ace of Swords and the Tower showed us what broke this open. Cave time ended, direct question decided, the version of reality where this stayed unasked collapsed. The Lovers and the Moon reversed, and the Four of Cups reversed, and the Eight of Wands showed us the depth of what they feel and how fast it's arriving. The Empress and the Two of Cups and the Star and the World showed us who you are as it arrives and where it leads. Two people finally in the same conversation they've been having separately for months. The question landing and the silence before the answer. A yes that was always going to be yes finally said out loud. Everything complicated becoming simple the moment both people are honest. The before and after with this conversation as the line. Two people stepping into something real, finally together. All of it confirming they want you. And the asking out loud is how they choose you. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment and say, "I claim this, and I was not imagining it, and I know what my answer is," because every word of that is true. Save this, share it today, and drop a comment when the talk happens. We want to know. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.